Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Alright, now as you saw in the intro, today's review is going to focus on Studio Series 86, Dinobot Sludge, as he appears in Transformers the movie. And I have to say, this is a figure I have been waiting, for. And I'm actually hoping that they come out with Snarl and Swoop to complete this Dinobot line. Now, I do like the box art as it appears now. Now, of course, there's a little bit of pros and cons on that, but I'm not going to touch upon that right now. But I do love the artwork. The artwork is fucking outstanding. Now, on this side, we do see a close-up of him. Very, very nice. And on this side, you do see his noggin. As you can tell on the bottom here, he is a leader class figure, so he's got some height to him. Oh, almost forgot. And on the back side, you do see his product shot, and it does show, or I should say, it does say big screen inspired scale, detail, and backdrop. And of course, it says on the top, or I should say on this side, Dinobot Sludge, mockery of justice. Don't know what that means, but okay. And does show a small little bio, and it says Dinobot Sludge breaks down the courtroom door and crashes the Quintesson trial, which is basically, a short synopsis of what he did in that particular scene. So you can tell he's got the, his robot mode, his dinosaur mode. And you see him with the backdrop, which he's literally standing in front of the backdrop. So, not sure if I'm going to bring the backdrop out, but we'll see. We'll see. But there he is in there. So, at this point, let's go ahead and take one more gander at Sludge, at the box that Sludge is housed in. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get him opened up. Alright, there he is out of his box. And he looks pretty good. He actually looks almost like the way he looks in the G1 movie or I should say, even not just the G1 movie, but also in the G1 series. Based off of his character designs. That being said, after taking him out of the box, I do have to say I'm not very impressed with the floppiness of the joints, and this is something I have seen other reviewers mention. As you can tell, the legs are a fucking floppy mess right off the bat. Honestly, I don't think I should have had to deal with this, period. I'm gonna go ahead and move on, folks, because you all know, for anyone that's watched my videos in the past, once you hear my voice the way it's sounding now, this is not going to be a good review. So I'm going to move on ahead. Okay, that being said. So, there's a lot of good molded detail, as you can tell, as the light hits it. You can tell by the look on his face, man. That is, face, not crotch. That's... wow. And look at that molded detail along his chest as the light hits it. Honestly, I do have to say, I like certain reviewers that do customizations, like for example Hobbies with Jose. Oh god, there's another one that I've seen his work on Facebook. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot his name. But he does some really awesome customization. I mean, wow. And I think there's also another customizer on YouTube. I do apologize, I do not remember his name, but I promise you I will put a link to their pages on my description below. But right now, let's go ahead and take a closer look. And as you can tell, you know, as the light hits it, you do see a lot of good molded details, a lot of good paneling along the well, not even paneling, but you know, a lot of good detail there on the back. Man, that is so awesome. And honestly, I don't know why they... I'm trying to remember, the G1 had this issue also. Maybe it's just my copy, I don't know. But did I... let me see. Whoop, never mind. That's another thing too. I may have to tighten up the joints here at the screw. Luckily, there's actual screws. So, not everywhere, but there are screws. So, and of course, see, this is how Kaon's saying that this is not going to be a good review. Alright, so certain areas are still tight along the arms and such. We got, again, let me zoom out just a bit. Let me readjust the camera here. Yeah. Now, because this guy is massive, hence the need to I'm gonna try and see if I can get a larger setup here. But there you go. You see a lot of good detail along the legs here, the back of his calves, the side where his tail's at, his feet, even on the inside of his calves and his thighs. Very, very nice. But yeah, as you can tell, this is the one thing that I'm really having an issue with. So give me a moment. I'm going to try and tighten up a few joints here along where the knees are at and such, see if that improves it, and I'll be right back. Alright folks, thank you for your patience and waiting. I do appreciate it. So here we have Sludge in all his infinite glory, such as it is. So one of the things we're going to go ahead and start off with the transformation process is take off his weapons. Well, let go. He does not want to let go. And we're going to go ahead and start the process. So we're going to go ahead and take his arms straight out. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn them flat down, like so. So his hands should be, and I'm going to bring that closer with his hands down. Okay. Now, once that is done, all we got to do is just push the hands in. Now, on my copy, it is pretty damn stiff. Okay, this is my copy, but the other issues that I've shown you so far with the legs, that seems to be a universal problem. So, yeah, I'm not even sure. It's no longer an issue of that, oh, it's just my copy. I've seen other reviewers with this issue, so I don't know. But moving on. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and twist the arm like so, and then you're going to put him in, because that's going to become his back legs. Now, one of the things that I may be jumping ahead in this particular case, but we're going to go ahead and, well, no, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead, turn this head up like so. I'm going to turn the feet up like so, and we're going to go ahead and twist right here, so that way the back of his calves match up. Now, this particular step I'm about to show you basically is a few steps ahead, so if you look at the instructions, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this chest is going to lean forward, exposing his robotic rib cage. And we're going to go ahead and put the head down like so. Now, once that is done, we're going to go ahead and twist. Well, we're going to lift the arms just a bit. Sorry. We're going to lift the arms just a bit, and we're going to twist the chest like so. Now, that being said, we're going to turn this figure around. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and point this where his feet are at, because we're going to have to go ahead and work on that section. So, at this point, we're going to take the sides of his tails off of the sides of his shin, and we're going to do that on the opposite end. So on mine's is a little tight. Does not want to let go. Jesus. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take the feet and fold those in like so. Now this back piece here, I'm going to lift that up like so. I'm going to lift this gold piece up. I'm going to fold it out like that. Now, for those that didn't see it the first time, take this section, lift it up. There's that gold piece in the inside. We're going to fold that out, and then we're going to fold it out like so. Now, that being done, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this leg and lift it up. Now, as you can tell right here, it's on a slider. So you're going to slide that over and put the leg in. I'm going to do the same on the opposite end, like so. Now, once that is done, this thing will connect itself. So you got pegs here and here, and there are slots here and here. So we're just going to try and get all that pegged like that. There we go. Now that that is done, or at least partially, let me take off my glasses. I don't need to need them when I'm this close. So we're gonna go ahead and take the tail on one end, put it towards the back. I'm gonna take the tail off the other end, put it towards the back, and we're going to snap them together. Now, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and put this red piece down. Oh, joy. Now, one thing that I did mention previously, the wings on this figure tend to come off. So from this point moving on, we're going to go ahead and keep them off. Yeah. Okay. So once this section is on here, and the legs are down, we're going to go ahead and close this portion by flipping this section up, and we're going to go ahead and just snap that on here, and do the same on the opposite end. Now I don't know if anyone's noticed, this is a tab here. It's going to go into that port right there. And wait, come on baby, don't fight with me here. There we go. Wow, really? There we go. Okay, and we just snap all this together. Okay, now I'm going to take these sections which held the wings. I'll lift those up, pull that head up just a little. I'm going to take the legs from back here, and there is a tab right there that's going to go into that really thin port right there, and you're just going to snap that in, put the feet down like so, and do the same on the opposite end. There we go. Now, whoop. Now one of the things, when this figure came in, the head was not attached, so hang on. Now I'm going to do this off camera. Just there we go. It's hard to, especially at this point in time. So I'm going to go ahead and snap that leg back in there. I'm going to lift the head up real quick. There we go. And snap the other wing back in here. Alrighty, so now I'm going to take these panels here. We're going to point them down. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything here. Alright, so now I just got to go ahead. Whoop! There goes my blasted stage. Good God. One blasted thing, it's another. Anyway, moving on. So we're gonna go ahead, put this other piece down, and we're gonna just snap that together. Put that right there, and all we gotta do is connect these two ports to these two pegs. Whoop! There it goes again. Come on, baby. You're almost done. And this kind of went unflushed. So there we go. Try and snap all this together. There we go, right there. Okay, now one other thing before I forget. There is actual storage for this thing now. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but there is a tab here and a tab there that is going to go into the ports here and here, right at his feet. So we're going to go ahead and just pop that puppy in there like so, and there we go. And here we have Dinobot Sludge, and I'm going to try and zoom in so you have a much more better look. And I have to say, he is not bad looking in robot mode. Hell, I want to say he's not even bad looking in, or I should say, he's not bad looking in dinosaur mode. But like I was about to say, he's not even that bad looking in robot mode. The only thing is that his legs are kind of wobbly. They're not that stiff. The ratchets are extremely soft. So I don't know. I mean, I have to say, I'm not sure how all these issues are going to bode in terms of my scoring. But yeah, there he is. So, oh my goodness. So give me a moment to go ahead and bring out Grimlock and Slag, and we'll do a little comparison between them all in dinosaur mode as well as in robot mode. Okay, so here they are, Grimlock, Slag, and Sludge. And I have to say, you know, I know I stated for each and every one of them, their dinosaur modes are awesome. Though, of course, there was some differences within the transformation about it. But I mean, Hasbro did try their best to go ahead and make sure that it is very similar. There were some uniqueness about the end results, but I have to say I'm pretty impressed so far. So here they are in dinosaur mode. Let's go ahead and take a look at them in robot mode. Alright, there they are in robot mode, and I have to say, they basically look like they jumped out of the damn screen, and I'm impressed. However, unlike Slag and unlike Grimlock, Sludge, however, has pretty much been given the short end of the stick, in my personal opinion. As you saw during the transformation, his legs are extremely wobbly. So if I had to have him at a certain angle in order for him to stand properly. Also, his joints at his hips as well as his knees are not tight. They do have screws on the inner thighs. Now we'll show you that here. So as you can see, they got them here, they got them here. However, when I tried to tighten it down here, it did not help much, if at all. So I don't know what to say in that particular instance. Also, the wings do not stay on, and yeah, I don't know what to say, but yeah, there they are, all three of them. So I just wanted you to see the size comparisons and whatnot. So give me a moment to put Slag and Grimlock away, and I'll give you my final thoughts on Sludge as well as my final score for him. Alright folks, thank you for your patience and waiting. I really appreciate it. And here we are back with only Sludge. And like I said, I like the look in both modes, robot and dinosaur mode. The only issues I do have are ones that unfortunately I've heard mentioned during previous reviews of this figure. I was hoping perhaps it was just a fluke thing, fuel went, slipped through the cracks and whatnot, but it seems that this has been an ongoing issue that Hasbro definitely needs to get back on the ball with their QC. And needless to say, that is going to weigh heavily on my score. The wings popping off is one thing. The legs is another issue. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to go ahead and contact Hasbro and see about trying to get a replacement on this. I mean, it's only been opened up once. Nothing has really changed. And if they so wish, I can send them a copy of this video, so that way they know, hey, this is what happened, this is what I did to tighten the joints, but it still does nothing to alleviate those issues. So, in this case, like I said, these issues are going to weigh heavily on my final score. And speaking of which, on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give this figure a 3. The issues are just too much to ignore. For anyone that's seen my previous videos of both Grimlock and Slag, they're done right. Their joints are tight as hell. The issues with the legs are hard to ignore. They should be just as tight on the legs as they are on the arms. The wings, there should have been either a pin that they could have used to keep the wings in place. I've had figures that have disappointed me previously. I'm not gonna lie about that, nor am I gonna bullshit you about it either. But the thing about it is, I have never been that disappointed in a figure that is basically part of this group. Hasbro, I'm pretty sure, has spent a lot of money on trying to bring out the best, and this in itself is a letdown. And I'm honestly worried about the last 2 remaining Dinobots. Are they going to do the same thing with Snarl? Are they going to do the same thing with Swoop? I don't know. So that's my take. That's my personal opinion. I want to hear from you. Have you picked this figure up, whether through pre-order or out in retail? And if so, do you like them? Do you hate them? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. Speaking of liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel, I do want to thank everyone who has so far helped contribute to the growth of my channel. At the last check that I made, I currently have 244 subscribers for my channel, and I have to say, I am very appreciative, and I want to thank everyone who has become a new subscriber. But I want this channel to grow, even further. So, if you know anyone that's interested in the channel, or do you think may be interested in this channel, continue to share, continue to like, comment. Everything that you do helps me up in terms of YouTube's algorithm. It allows my channel to be seen further, to be suggested more, and so forth. As a matter of fact, Once I reach 300 subscribers, I'd like to do another giveaway. However, I would like to get some suggestions on what the next prize is going to be. So, if you have any suggestions, now's the best time to put one in. Just put it in the comment section, again, down below. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.